Anyway, I'm that indifferent student, Sha. Like, I will not ask. But if you give, I will do. But I will not be the one to say, mister, you've not given us assignment. And those people that annoy me, they actually make me laugh.
I think at some point I was one of those people that once you say, sir, they've not given us assignment, I'm like, no, but why? but why? The one that you gave
like, yeah, she's proving over and over that he's that kind of student. Because why did you just touch that? Why? Anyways,
welcome to the Truth Podcast. It's Friday evening, and I am not alone. I'm Akin Sam, and with me is
Mary Augustine. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Truth Podcast.
So we started very much on the lighter note,
Yes,
trying to tease ourselves a little bit on some of the things we experienced while we're in school. But that brings us back to the topic for today.
Yes, we want to talk about something today. I think we should name this one. What is that one thing?
Yeah.
So we are going to be doing random one thing. For example, we're going to say, I was talking to Sam and I told him a couple of stuff. These are the questions I asked him. I said, what is that one thing that shows you that somebody is not a good person? Like, there's something that one thing that somebody will just do, like, this person, even if the person is posting as a good person, the person is, making themselves, positioning themselves as a good person, they'll just do that one thing, be like, this person is not a good person. What's that one thing that shows you that this person is not raised properly?
Yeah.
Like, this person's upbringing, there's problem with their foundation. And you know that thing that the Bible says, when the foundation is
what can the righteous do?
And then the third one I asked him is, what is that one thing? Okay, no, he asked them, what is that one thing that changed your perspective about a person? Yes, what is that one thing that changed your perspective? That, you had a perspective or an impression about somebody, and then you meet this person, and then your perception about that, they do just one thing, and your perception about them just change. That was the third one. I think there was a fourth one that we talked about. I cannot remember.
Anyway, we'll just hit the three of them.
The three of them. We'll just go to now. If you listen to this podcast, like I said last week, if you listen to this podcast, please reply, say something. We need feedback. We need to hear from you. That's what makes it fun, and it makes it alive. That we people are actually listening to us. Don't just listen and keep it moving. Please listen. Don't just listen and then have the conversation with your people friends. Without telling us, without talking to us. Talk to me. I want to talk to you. Talk to me. Anyway, so back to the conversation. What is that one thing? We promised you that this time that we came, we're going to make it more, lively and interactive. So we're trying that. Please let us know in the comment section, anywhere, even in our DMs. Let us know how we are doing. Whether we are doing what we say we are going to do. How we are.
And then score us where we need to be scored.
Actually, that's what I'm trying to say now. Give us a score. Anyways, back to that one thing. What is that one thing, Sam? What is that one thing that shows you that this person is not a good person?
Well, for me, I think it's the way they talk about other people. I think it's the way they talk about other people. Like, if I have known that person for any reason, the person, whoever you're talking about, and I realize that you are talking from a place of vendetta and pain, I would understand that maybe you got hurt along the way. But then when I notice that it becomes a pattern, that this is what you usually do, you just badmouth people, whether they are the ones that smile with you or not. Peace out.
You just like this person is not a good person. Okay, then truly, like, what, like, you talking about, I feel like how I want to put mine is you having even when you're talking about them, now talking about people generally, but then talking about them without any form of excuse. You don't even make excuse. I don't know.
Like, okay,
explanation.
Like,
there should be a place where you say, I don't know whether that's why they did it. There should be a place where you don't know. You don't have what.
For example, you know how you used to talk about some of your aunties back then that don't used to give you anything when they come. Yes, those ones. I think now we are beginning to understand why. Those aunties and uncles that don't understand why. But that gives us a perspective in the direction that when you talk to them or talk to your friends about them, you now realize that at that point of talking, you do not even create an excuse. Like, okay, this person did not give me because he did not have money at the time. Yeah, possibly.
No, you don't need to know. You just say, I don't know if they don't have or they're just being stingy.
Exactly.
It shows that at least you're not but just outrightly putting it like they are just really devil, like, I don't know, Sha, but yeah, I think I really go with that.
What have you?
Okay, okay, one thing I've really not thought about this, but thinking about it now, I think one thing that will make me just say that this person is not a good person is selfishness. Man, selfishness like that thing purges me. It triggers me so bad because we live in a world that is already very harmful. Like, the world is harmful right now. Yeah. The least you can be is to have humanity at heart. That's the least you can be. Now, if you just go opposite that, it just shows me that you're not a good person. There's no to me, with selfishness, there's no coming back. The only come back from selfishness is selflessness. That's the only way you can come back from that. If you just portray any act of selfishness in any way, it just shows me that you're not any of that thing you do. I know that it's yourself that you are doing it for. Even if you give me, you represent me somewhere, defend me. I just know you are doing it for yourself because you're a selfish person. There's nothing.
But if that's the case, I think everyone to a very good extent is selfish. Let me give you an example. The reason why I am a Christian, or one of the reasons why I'm a Christian, is most likely because, to an extent, I'm just giving a direction now, because I don't want to go to hell. Me don't want to go hell. Okay, at least we get the point now. Okay. Now it means that I would also try as much as possible to do those things in the Bible that will help me not to go to hell. And that brings us to the point where I think which philosopher said it, that every human being is at some point selfish, because even if the person is doing good, he's doing it so that his own conscience will be right. Okay. So do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I understand where you're going to now. I know there was one podcast that we had that we're talking about how it was part of this kind of conversation of how you can say someone is good and not good and all that. And I said something that you might not always, do good. Yeah. But where the balance is, if the good is always, like if good is your default setting. Now there are times that you do it a little bad here and there. You understand, or something that is not acceptable. Yeah. It might not be acceptable. It might be acceptable to some people, but to some other person might not be. So that makes you like you're a good person. But of course, good people do bad things. And bad people do some good things. Yeah. Yes, that is it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they don't do good or they don't. We all have that tendency of wanting to think of ourselves. But is it your default setting? Why is it that when something happens, your default setting is you yourself? That means your name. Like, that's the thing that just makes me know this person is not. Something happened, and the first person you think of many times is yourself. Like in a 100 scenarios, 80% of the time it's you. Yourself. Then the 20% of the time you just need to say that I'm not really bad, I'm not. You just, this thing just, even if I get to deal with you, I deal with you with this person will be a good person.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's it. So that's one. So to the next one, let's do, what is that one thing that changed your perception or perspective, whatever. Your impression about the person. One thing, like, you probably have heard about somebody. Yeah. I don't really want to use that word here because honestly, I don't
but the truth is, what we hear creates
like an image. Anyways, so let's just move it like this. What is that one thing that changed your perception about somebody?
Okay, so I remember one time while I was still in secondary school, and these two fantastic friends had an issue, and one of them said something that I think that was a bit personal that she knew about that person in the quest of being hurt, and in the process I really felt like this should not have been said. It looked like what's going on? Guess what she said? She said, look at you. You that used to put in your locker. Alright. You know that kind of, everybody in the class was, is this really happening?
Like, wait, you other so friend told the...
Yeah, they were quarreling in class.
Okay, quarreling. Okay.
And they were all in exchange of words, and one just said,
look at you.
Look at you. You are talking. You that used to pull in your locker. Hey, this not babe we fire though. Slay. And at that time, it just changed the kind of person I felt she was. I said seeing her now as a, in quotes, dirty person. But by the time I got closer, I realized, not really.
It was just something that
it was just something that came out, maybe out of anger, or something that maybe this person did once in the rush of things. And I began to understand. Let's say,
who did you get close to? Is it the person that said it, or the person that they said it about?
The person that said it about.
Okay.
You know. So by the time I got close to that person, I realized this person was
not that.
You know. And this is the thing, you know, when you have gone through a particular circle, you understand why the person shit in the locker. Shit don't hold you for road. You know that kind of thing. And so you get to see that if you are put in that person's position, would you have done anything different? That's the question I often ask myself. Would you have done anything different?
Okay. Now your own is you
heard
something about somebody openly, and then you got close to the person and you realize that the person is not that thing.
Yes.
Okay, what of a situation where you heard something about somebody, it looks good, and then you got close to the person?
No.
I'm sorry. This person is not all that. This person is not all that.
You know that they gave the person a pass at the beginning, just to let the person, just not to create that scenario for you to.
I think I've been in that situation before where this is my friend. I used to tell him that. I don't know whether he's going to listen to this, but I used to tell my friend that you have a bad judgment about people. Like, you don't know. Like, I can never take anything that you say about somebody. He knows how to paint people so good. Then when you get close to them, I'll not be like, it's not that your guy that you said is this one and that one. Is that not the guy? If you not be like, I thought what he has done his first. Like, we've gone over it for like 10,
so the guy is very optimistic.
He's optimistic while he's trying to hype people. Like, he hype people overboard, and then when you get close to them, you can be like, this person is very intelligent. That guy, if you see how they're intelligent, then you meet the person a dumb person. Like, sorry, it's not that your guy that I see is very intelligent. I just see what he's doing. He's a very dumb person. I don't know where he said. I say, he probably don't change. He don't change. He's a dumb person from the beginning. Anyways, that I've been in that way where I flip it. Somebody is saying something good about saying, like, no, this person is not all that. This person is not all the hype. But I don't actually like to say people are not all the hype, because hype is subjective, whatever. But I don't want to go that place. Now, for me, one thing that somebody did and it changed the perspective of my perspective. Well, I don't know if I have this situation, but then that would be me thinking that somebody is all that, and then
probably after meeting the person for the first time, or after a while, and then by the time you guys now go closer, just open your.
Honestly, for this particular one, I think I'll just keep it, because apart from the one I just stated, which is the one of somebody, the flip side of yours, this one that you just explained, I really don't have it. Because the truth of the matter, I was telling Sam something. I said, I've never been in that situation where somebody built an image for me of a person in my head. Okay. If you tell me so much about a person, honestly, is LOL and you will get. That's the highest you will get. That's somebody I don't know, or I don't know closely. I know the person, but we're not close. You know why I'm saying this thing? You can say that I've been in that situation countless of times where two friends have issue, and then the other person is looking at, buying their house and all that. I feel sorry for them, but the highest they get for me is LOL and my apologies. I'm trying to make an excuse for that person. I'm me telling them, what if that person? They'll be like, no, it's not that. I'll be, what if they did not see it like? What if you did not? Did you ask her? What if did you communicate and did you tell her? They'll be like, I told her, and she said, oh yeah, sorry, that, and I'll be like, it's truly not good or not nice, but it still does not paint a picture, an image that will not be seen. I will not be crying. See the person saying this person is not a good person. I've never been that. I've really tried to know people by myself and then figure out that they're not good people by myself. Truly, I might know them, that get close to them, and then I realize that what that person, everything the person said is true. And I might get close to them and I realize that some of the things the person said is not all true, but or even sometimes some people will be telling me about it, I'll just be figuring out that they are the problem. Like, but I would not want to tell them that the problem. Me too, I will not be trying, I will not be working my way around there. And this person tomorrow is going to be this person is the problem. I will not tell them like, but you are the problem.
I think that brings us to the point where you need to on your own know people.
Truly, you need to know people.
Don't build a perspective of people based on what others have said.
Yes.
Okay. Or just use one moment to judge them.
Yes.
It's very, very important that we do that, so that we know people on a personal level, and then we can actually.
Truly. Then the last one, where we are going to wrap it up, is what is that one thing that makes you know that this person? I'm sorry, there's no trainer where whoever did this person's training did a bad job. What's that one thing that makes you know that? We'll go first because you've been going. What's that one thing that makes you know that this person was not properly brought up? Okay, this is what's that one thing that makes me know that someone is not properly brought up is lack of contentment, man. Like, it's so glaring that whoever brought you up, whether your dad, your father, two parents together, they did a total terrible job.
So you want to school them again?
Like, they need to, I'm sorry, they did not do a good job. When someone lack contentment, they are never contented with anything. Their eyes is they're so desperate in getting. They convert people's thing, and their eyes, they want to get everything somebody gets, every trending thing they want, everything they see they are interested in it.
But the Bible
it just shows that this person is not properly. Whoever brought up this person did a terrible job.
Sorry, the Bible said, "Covet thou earnestly the best gift."
The best gift.
The person is following the Bible.
I beg. As if someone just lack contentment around me, I just know that whoever brought you up did it bad, because it's from small. That's why I get so pissed off when I see kids do that thing, because your parents are doing a terrible job. Like, why can't you be contented in what you have? This contentment of a thing now. We think it's just basically about people not liking what's, wanting something extra and all that. But do you know it also has it has a feeling? This is what I mean. If someone is never contented with what they have, they become an ungrateful person. Them around you they just put this negativity in your space, because they are always complaining about something. They never see anything good that they have. Everything they have, the grass is, as far as they are concerned, the grass is greener at the other side. Their own is never green. That feeling, it just I don't like it around me. Like, I like very grateful people. I like people that are full with God. I like people that see their things. I like people that see their thing. Like, I like my smile, and that's okay. My teeth might not be okay, but I like it. Like, they're comfortable with themselves to the extent that you feel like they're proud of it. They walk with it proud. Like, I am that person. That's the kind of person. So I like people like that. But if I get people the other way, that they are never going, oh, they always your shoe. Oh, my leg, I wish I have your leg like that.
Emotional breakdown.
If I have conversation to tell, please.
But it's also possible that due to the way they grew up,
like maybe lack.
They probably had will I say, how would I put it now, this emotional imbalance.
No,
I think that's what pushes people to that point. But for me, it's a different scenario. I mean, the way you would actually, as a young person, would treat elders sometimes makes me question how you're brought up.
What if the elder is moving mad?
No, I'm not.
No.
Don't get me wrong. Now, the way you treat an elder, I'm not referring to when an elder is
moving mad.
Okay,
minus when another is moving mad.
Okay, let me let me give you an example. So I remember there was a scenario where one of my cousins did something to his grandma. I slapped the boy instantly.
Because why would you do that?
Why would you do that? And I know she has put in a lot. Now this is another thing, because there are people who have been brought up properly and somehow choose not to do right.
When they become adults,
yes,
they now choose
they
to
just
be left.
Exactly.
Those are exceptional cases.
Do you get?
Yeah.
And when he did that, I gave him a slap. He didn't believe it.
Now,
Now,
back
where I got angry now was the fact that his father said, "Don't worry, I'll show you how to beat him." And his elder brother was like, "Really? This boy disrespected grandma, and you are telling him that you're going to show him how to beat the person who corrected him?" The elder brother just kept quiet. Wow, what a wow!
One thing I will show you that somebody's not brought up. Yes, I think yes.
Now you see the two
outrightly disrespectful to elders, like unprovoked. Unprovoked is, I don't know, for me. You can say some people say that I'm Gen Z millennial, whatever.
Gen Z.
See, I'm not Gen Z, but like not Gen Z fool. They say like I'm too into, maybe because my siblings are really Gen Z. So the thing is, unprovoked, outrightly disrespecting elders, please. That shows that you're not. I beg, you don't bring your point. But there's a but. Provoked. I know disrespecting is not the first, shouldn't be the first thing that comes to your mind, but provoked, please clear it. So it doesn't happen a second time. Clear it right there and then. Because you let it go, they will repeat it 10 times and you don't want to be there. So clear it right there. Hello, ma. Put it with all due respect. Somebody say that.
All protocols really observed.
Somebody say that. When somebody just use with all due respect, they're about to disrespect you with everything that they have inside there. The minute you just be with all due respect, just know that the next thing that comes after is a solid, well thought, intentional disrespect. But truly, with all due respect, ma'am, I'm not going to take that. Don't insult me. Don't insult my parents that brought me up. Don't insult my intelligence. Please don't insult everybody that puts a lot of work in me. Don't try it. With all due respect, then you go ahead to disrespect. I'm just saying, please don't follow me. Anyway,
this is what we'll call it today. It's been lovely.
Yeah, this was nice, really. I think we should do this often. There are a lot of things that tell you, but please, these are just our own sentiments.
Yeah,
there are exceptional cases, truly.
Definitely.
Exceptional cases. I told someone today that I didn't say you are selfish. I only said that you've done little things here and there that are selfish. The person that said, when you say somebody acts, you have done act of selfishness, means that the person is. I say no. You can actually be a self-centered, a selfless person, but one or two times you don't stretch on the selfish. If you don't caution it, you will blur the line between the thin line between being selfish and self-centered. So it's possible that this person is a good person, but once or twice they've done things that are selfish. That's why it's all okay to really be flexible and give people grace. The fact that this person have done a couple of selfish, like it takes me like a lot of selfish to really figure out that this person is not. It's not just one thing. All these things that we said, it's not a one strike for me. I don't know about you, Sam, but it's not a one strike. It's not that somebody just did one act of selfishness.
And then
the person is a good person, so you just cross it. No, like it has to be a couple of like consistent default setting. Like I said, it's a default. Like something just happened, and the next thing they think about is themselves first. That's but yeah. Time for grace. You need to even if the person is still a selfish person, you need to see. Excuse them sometimes, like that's the kind of person. Just excuse them. Some days,
sometimes you can just
let them fly.
In that direction, they might not have gotten it right.
Let them just fly.
Directed right. In that
let them
direction.
just fly. So anyways, so this is where we should stop talking.
Please, we would like to hear your own side.
Yes. What is that one thing? 3 questions. What is that one thing that shows that someone is not properly raised? What's that one thing that shows that somebody is not a good person? Like this person, run. What's that one thing that changed your perspective about a person, your impression about somebody? What's that one thing that somebody did or did not do?
Yeah.
Because it could be that they did not do it. You know that part. For me, something that they did not do that made you do that. Just change your perspective, whether good or bad. It could be either ways. It could be that you change your perspective from bad to good, or you change it from good to bad. So what's that one thing? So the title is, what is that one thing? Anyway, this has been good with you. So this is where we're going to draw the curtain for today and
enjoy
say adios, babies.